welcome back to Relentless Talk Radio. This is episode 91. This is the second segment, which is always the health and fitness segment. I'm here with Margherita Riello.
Hello, everybody.
I said it right?
You did.
You got two Italians in the house. Are you 100% Italian?
Yep, I was born and raised.
Yeah. Where in Italy were you born?
I am from a small town called Marostica, which is northeast of Italy. Probably the closest known city, it's Venice, that people will be familiar with.
It's on the bucket list. It's on the bucket list. You've probably been there a bazillion times and think nothing of it, right? Because it's
it's beautiful. I really, I love it. It's like a magical city. It really is.
It's crazy that they do all that stuff on water. So
on water, yep, no cars,
so it's super crazy. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Perfect. Well, like I said, my name is Margherita, and I own Bell Fitness with my fiance Michael, and that's where the last name Bell. A lot of people think we are on Bell Road, and I'm like, no, we're not.
His last name is Bell.
His last name is Bell. Yeah.
Are you going to change your name?
Well, probably, yeah. When we've been engaged for 11 years now.
You can't go from Riello to Bell.
I know. I'll keep them both, but that's where Bell Fitness started. Okay. And actually, we used to be a franchise before. We actually changed our name last year, but the location has been in the same place. So actually, we've been in business for 6 years. And
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We just celebrated our 6-year anniversary last month, which, is amazing, especially during this crazy time where unfortunately a lot of business have suffered a lot. So it was definitely a great accomplishment. And we've been serving the Litchfield Park community for 6 years. Like I say, in the same location. We specialize in 30 minutes workout. So for everybody that your excuse is you don't have time to work out, I got you.
Yeah, which is okay. It's complete bullshit. I mean, it just is. It is. I can say bullshit because the FCC does not, regulate me. The reality is that, you know what? Everybody has the same 24 damn hours in the day.
No, you're right.
I've been a trainer since I was 16 years old. I just turned 53 a couple of days ago, and I think I can call bullshit on that because everybody has the same amount of time every day.
Yes. But the 30 minutes really make it even more. I think for everybody, like, okay, sometimes like an hour seems a lot, but it is not, right? But 30 minutes is really like the bare minimum. Like you get an awesome workout in 30 minutes. Actually, you can even get an awesome workout in 20 minutes if you really focus and go hard. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, you have 30 minutes. Like, come on, 30 minutes for yourself 100%. To dedicate every day. Yeah. And so, that's where, show everybody that you can do it. You can fight 30 minutes for yourself. We also do small group training. We also do speed and agility training for young athletes. That is Michael's program that he's been, working on. He had a football or any sports. So yeah, we've been, working, like I say, with different demographics. Our clients are, and that's the other excuse I think that people say I'm too old, right? And there's another BS, right?
It's another bullshit thing. It's bullshit. I'm 53. Cut it out. Stop. My dad was 87 when he passed. He had cancer. It was through his body at the end.
Yeah.
He was walking until he literally couldn't.
Yeah.
My father was out in the woods walking. Yeah. Hunting, scouting, going for a walk around the neighborhood, was doing he literally would not let me move him to the living room.
Uh-huh.
He absolutely insisted upon doing the stairs.
I love it.
He literally couldn't. So this aging thing.
It's another BS, right? But
BS.
That's just to tell people, like, we have, members that are like anywhere like in their 20, and we have members that are like in their 70. Actually, our oldest client was a gentleman. He was 89.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay. Amen. That's awesome.
That you could ever imagine. Like, it was impressive. Like, with the TRX, his butt was pretty much reaching the floor, and I was like, whoa, like that was amazing and super inspiring for anybody,
100%.
Yeah.
So Okay, so the first thing I'd ask is, it was not on the list of things that I wanted to ask you, but how do you meet a dude from Arizona? Because because your husband was in Arizona, right?
Yes. So
Now, were
he's
you in Italy?
no.
You refuse to answer this question, but how did two fitness fanatics from two different countries end up together? Like, how did that happen?
That's a different story. So what happened is I used to live in Miami, and
Okay.
he was playing the Super Bowl that year.
Okay.
And so he was there for, the Super Bowl, and I guess was his only day that they could go out. And I was out at dinner with my girlfriend, and we went to a club, and we were about to go home, and then this guy like just come from behind me, and it's like, "You want to dance?" And I was like, "Sure, okay." So we started dancing, and we exchanged number. It was the nicest guy I ever met. Like, Miami is not full of nicest guy. FYI. So, he was the nicest guy, and he was so handsome, and I was like, sure. And then we start, every day we start talking and, meeting, and he was like the kindest guy. And since that day, we've been together. It's crazy. Like, I moved after, obviously, and then we have two beautiful daughters. And then after he was done playing, I was like, what I want to do. And it was a dream of both of us to open, a gym, because we both love fitness. We used to work out together even when I was pregnant. And so
Another excuse, I'm pregnant, I can't work out, right?
no, exactly. That's another BS, right? So you can't work out. And that's what happened. But he was originally he went to school in Arizona, to Chalazin and U of A. So that's why Arizona became home again, because his family lives here. So then
Family is important.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So that kind of talks a little bit about your why, right? You guys are a fitness couple, and so is that why you guys wanted to open a gym? It's just, this is what we do, right?
Yep. Yes. It wasn't always easy, like any business.
Yeah.
Definitely, we had no clue on how to open a gym. And I always tell people this story. We literally opened with 0 clients. Like, I'm not joking. Like, we opened the doors, like, let's hope that people would just come in by word of mouth. We really didn't have a plan. I mean, that's why it's even a biggest accomplishment to say we've been here for 6 years, because literally we were just kind of like, let's figure this out, right? So, if you go hard on yourself when you open your business, you think you're not doing a good job, I'm telling you, like, you can do this.
I think sometimes people get analysis paralysis too. They spend so much time thinking about every case scenario, they never do it.
Yes.
And sometimes it's just better. I don't know. I think about when I bought my motorcycle. Like, I learned to ride my motorcycle in a parking lot, like it was, 25 years ago, $17,000 motorcycle, which is probably about a $30,000 motorcycle now, right? I just got on it. My ex-boyfriend came up and taught me, like, on the way there, he's like, well, this is how you do this and that and the other thing. I went to the parking lot. I drove around the parking lot 3 times. The second time I dropped it.
Oh,
and
no.
then I drove into traffic. Now, I don't really recommend that's how you learn how to ride a motorcycle, but I don't recommend that you start a business without a plan either. However, when's the best time to start?
Yeah.
Right now. You know what I mean? Like, just, that's just the way it goes. You just got to jump in and learn to fly as you fall down. And I really do truly believe that failing is part of success.
Oh, absolutely.
People are always saying to me, Michelle, you've had this not work or that not work. I'm like, amen. Fail faster. You know what I mean?
Yes, because you know what not to do next. If you would never have any mistake, then when something would happen that, it would be something that would be a mistake, that you wouldn't recognize it. So definitely you have to make those mistakes in a business, like in life, but also in a business is just part of learning. Then when you look back, you're like, now I can laugh about opening with 0 clients. Again, I don't recommend it. But, you can laugh about it because you're like, hey, I did it,
Yeah, and 6 years later, we're still open, right? And you survived COVID. So
yes.
I mean, that's also wasn't one of the in my list of things, but COVID's been a thing, I'm sure. I mean, it's, no gym owner has been unscathed by this crazy thing that we're going through.
I think nobody, period, no person on this planet anybody's been affected in different ways, who more and who less. Business owners are being very, very effective financially, definitely, because most of the business got shut down at some point. Now with the gym, we know the Arizona, we had that, yeah, we opened and we're closed. And that was really like hard because, and I think most importantly, it was really hard for the clients too, because mentally, you have this stability, this routine, and then it's been taken away from you. And not only that is taken away, your kids are home, your husband is home, I mean, really. And now you're working from home, and it's like everybody were going crazy. So the gym is like the only place that keep you sane. So that's why we managed to do workout outside at the park, in the parking lot, online. And, that's what I tell people too right now. Like, even people say, I can't afford to have a gym membership. I'm like, you can go YouTube.
Yeah, you can 100%. There's something that you can do at home. I did a lot of at-home workouts on Relentless Talk Radio's health and fitness page during that time. I did a lot of workouts from EOS and other gyms, and other gym owners were posting things. There's definitely, but honestly, Tom Hatton was supposed to come on the radio on Tuesday, and they shut him down on Monday, so he had to cancel.
Oh, man.
And we'll eventually have him back on, but God bless, I mean, you could, whatever you feel one way or the other about the guy, he stepped up for all business owners in the fitness market and just said, this is BS. And I really have a tremendous amount of respect for him as a human being, for the amount of pressure that put on him personally.
Absolutely, he did. I agree with you 100%. It's not easy. Not everybody could do it, but he said, you know what? Like you say, it cost him money, time, and he did it. It was like really passionate about it. So it's amazing.
Well, every time I texted him, we're friends on Facebook, and we hadn't really had a lot of conversations yet. And I sent him a message and said, I just want to let you know, every time I drive by a mountainside location, I throw up a little bit, because 21, I mean, can you imagine 1 location to 21 locations? It's just, but God bless him for stepping up, because I think that one of the things that he brought to light by stepping up is that gyms are essential.
Yes.
They are essential to people's mental health. And I think that the powers that be didn't really realize that. I in some ways, I believe that COVID has been good for the fitness industry long term, because I think that it's really driven home the fact that getting out of the house and working out with people, and having leaders like yourself that help you. I mean, we're not therapists as trainers, right? But
no, but we are. We're not certified.
But we are, okay? I double majored in psychology and art, and I use all my psychology. And the thousands of people that I've trained, when you're training them, so, people come into your gym every day for years.
Yeah.
You go through the breakups, the divorces, the babies being born, the jobs not working out, the toilets that break, I mean, it's like every little thing. Hairdressers and trainers, you get all of it. So it's important that that people realize how essential the fitness industry is. And I really do believe that COVID has driven that point home for people. Because when you couldn't get there, it was tough, right?
Yeah, and I really hope so. And like I said, like our members were so grateful that we did everything to, keep delivering, stay open. We just didn't close the door and say, hey, figure it out. And we would never do that, because like I say, it's our mission. And you were talking about mission earlier.
Right.
It's really our mission. And, we could never just like sit down and sit back and just wait. And that's why, I'm sure that's how the owner of Micalizzi Fitness felt. It's like, I'm not just sit here and just let this go by, because people come to the gym to stay healthy.
Yep.
Get healthy mentally and physically. So I always say, like, we are not part of the problem, especially when you follow all the guidelines, disinfect the equipment multiple times between each round. Like, we did change our format. And I think that's for a lot of gym and a lot of business in general. We just had to, change up how we were doing things.
Yeah.
But you find a solution,
100%, 100%. Yeah. So a couple questions for you. One of my missions with Relentless Talk Radio is to prove that philanthropy, art, fashion, and fitness are all in the business category, and we don't need to apologize about that.
Okay.
I think that sometimes folks in the fitness industry think that, I've trained thousands of trainers over the years, and there's like two sides of things. Either they're ridiculously egotistical and they believe they should be paid like much more than what they're being paid, or their self-esteem's in the shitter and they think they basically aren't being paid well enough.
Yeah.
And I believe that, as fitness professionals, we need to embrace the fact that we are indeed in business.
Yes.
So one of the questions I ask everybody, whether you're an artist or a designer or you're a philanthropist or you're a business owner of a different sort, or you're a gym owner or a trainer, is what's the biggest lesson that you've learned about business?
The biggest best you'll learn about business is definitely learn from mistakes that you make through business, which they are your biggest treasure, because honestly, I treasure every single mistake. And because I keep reminding me, I am not going to do that again. So I learn a huge lesson from that. And it goes from don't open with zero client to, who to hire. Don't take it personal. Learn how to keep a balance between life and work, which is probably one of the biggest struggles, I think, for entrepreneurs, because, we always go, 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 but sometimes you need to just like stop too, to learn balance, how we teach our clients too. But definitely learn from your mistake and make treasure out of them, because they are like, they are treasures. Because you like, every time really I go back and like, nope, this is not going to happen again because it happened. And look what I did last time. And, so if somebody asks me a question about the business, I always tell them my mistakes first, what not to do. I don't tell them what to do. I say, don't do this. Okay. If you don't do this, you're good. I'm just saving you a lot of time and money and headaches. So that's really,
and I think sometimes we call things mistakes that are just experiences too.
Yeah.
Like when I bought my building that I opened my salon up, we had some lessons to be learned over the fire marshal inspection. I was given some misinformation from the former owners of the building.
Oh no.
And I got to have that lesson. So sometimes, but I'll tell you something, I learned all kinds of shit about fire rating and plumbing. And, and I was just thinking, I had just finished grad school at St. Michael's, and I called my grad professor, who was the entrepreneur course, and I said, dude, you've got to put at least a day in your schedule for things like, if you open up a brick and mortar, you need to learn about handicap accessibility. You need to learn about which windows need to be egressed. If it's a combination building where you've got a business in the ground floor and an apartment upstairs, there are things that we had to do, like there was a staircase up to the second floor where the washer and dryer was, because there was an apartment on the second floor. I had to build a railing to get my business open.
Yeah.
I mean, really? You know what I mean? But in order for me to get the building safe, I had to do all of that stuff. So I had to spend a lot of money before I could even get open. So, when they give you the entrepreneurism class in grad school, they only give you these very lofty kind of ideas about being an entrepreneur. They don't really tell you like the nitty gritty stuff that you're going to need to know about plumbing. And I'm sure you're probably very well equipped at plumbing information.
Your agreement rights, all these things that you find out that, just because your friend tell you something, like each state is different. And there is so much to learn. And again, you're so overwhelmed too when you open a business, and you're just so excited. And there is a lot of things that kind of fly under the radar that after you're like, oh crap. But you learn, and that's why I tell people, like, hey, don't do this, whatever you do. These are the things that I tell you, like, by my experience, don't do.
And that's what I love about, I just yesterday spoke with the founder and the co-owner of Isagenix, Kathy Cooper. And I had some questions for her, and I said, hey, Kathy, what would you do in this case scenario? Because you know what? She's owned the business for 18 years.
Right.
She's got some shit to tell me. Okay. And I just like, shut up and listen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know everything. So I love that, we get older and we get experience. And that's a really smart thing to remind people, especially in our industry, because there's a lot of egos.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because we have to have an ego because we're athletes.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're an athlete and you're smart, then you're really like, you know, you really got some stuff to overcome, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the topic today is to be a rebel with a cause. So one of the reasons why we chose this topic was because in our conversation yesterday, I'm going to be coming to visit you on, I got to look at the date, on
November 4th. I remember because it's the day
November 4th, yeah. And we're going to be doing your walk for breast cancer.
Yes. So absolutely. I love what you shared earlier about Ben and Jerry, about the cause, you know, because a lot of great company and people don't know, like even Tom's, you know, it was born, the shoes, they were born with a cause, you know?
Yeah.
And I listened to an old podcast about that. And I was like, wow, I didn't know. But it's amazing how when, you know, we are in the business of serving people. And that's what I always share. Like as a coach, as a trainer, like we are not in the fitness business. We aren't really in the business to serving people. Because like you say, we are therapists, we are friends, they become our family members. So we are here to serving our clients. And you see there is a lot of causes that can affect our clients or our community. And you realize, like, what if I can make a difference, not only one person, only in our client's life, but we can make a difference in our community and many people's life. How amazing is that to do it? And how rewarding it is. That's why incorporating causes, it's so great. And our members love to participate in these activities because, again, you have a mission, right? And we all part of the same mission, the same cause. Like we did burpees for turkeys in November where we do squats.
Burpees for turkeys?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So the members donate money and then choose the trainer that will do the burpees.
Are you doing it again?
Yeah, we're doing it every year.
Please invite me. Make sure I get invited.
Absolutely.
I hate burpees. I will do burpees for turkeys for sure, and I hate them.
That's amazing. We should do it live, and then people can like donate money.
100%. Do you have the date done yet? Do you have the date?
So what we're doing is we do for the first 3 weeks of November, and then we go usually to Sprouts and we buy meals for the St. Mary Food Bank. Last year we bought over $700 worth of meals. And they were all raised by our members to donate money for us to do in burpees, which means we did 700 burpees. And that was amazing. It was a lot of fun. Definitely kept us in shape, you know, and everybody loved it. It's just like something that they truly look forward. And one thing that I learned more today during COVID is that all this charity are running so low in money during this time. 100%. And so like we all worry about ourselves, right? And then and jobs and companies are worried about their companies. But really this charity, they're the one that helping everybody when they don't have nowhere else to go, are running low in funds. So what can we do to help our favorite cause? Because without them, it would be a really, really sad world.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I was invited to be Woman of the Year. I was nominated 3 years in a row for LLS, and I decided to put it off until this year, to decline 2020 and wait till 2021 because I'm doing a series of motorcycle rides, and I just wanted to wait until COVID was kind of past and we knew it was happening. Right. Because I knew that I'd make more money for the charity, you know, post. But one of the things I'll be doing for charity is I'm going to be reaching out to all the gyms that I've interviewed over the past couple of years and asking what we can do for LLS. Because one of the things that people didn't realize during COVID is that if you have lymphoma or leukemia, you couldn't go to work.
No.
So there was a lot, I think it was $500 million extra dollars that LLS had to come up with to help those families that were out of work or, you know, just really poor. So it's important. Yes. It's important. And it's a way of operating in life.
It is. And I believe in the karma and I believe in the energy. And, you know, I believe that we're here for a mission. So when you put good out in the word, always good will, you know, come back. Not in monetary, but it's just like it's your, like I say, you put something out to help the word. And because we can't just really just thinking about our own self. We're just little tiny ants in the word, and you know there is so much going on. So what can we do to really make a difference and make us feel us full?
Well, you know, I think people vote with their dollars.
Yeah.
You know, people vote with, you know, one of the reasons why I chose Isagenix for my nutrition partner, and I don't usually talk about my nutrition partner on Relentless Talk Radio specifically, but the reason why I am is because Isagenix has an extraordinarily strong social responsible mission. We just started having all of our shakes come in biodegradable bags as opposed to canisters.
That's great. Yeah.
So there's all kinds of ways that we can contribute. And yes. I only partner with companies in every way on Relentless Talk Radio, with my health and fitness business, with anything that I do that are really stepping up and doing something in the community, either sustainably. All the fashion designers that I interview on Relentless Talk Radio are all sustainable fashion designers. I partner with Fabric, which is a sustainable fashion design organization here in Tempe, because, you know, you get to choose how you show up in the world every day.
Yes.
And that really changes how you view yourself and how you view the world. And ultimately, gyms are about people having a better impression of themselves. I mean, that really what it comes down to: a better impression of yourself, higher self-esteem, better health, better mental functioning in every way. And I believe that being charitable goes hand in hand with that.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
And I would rather spend $100 a month with a gym that's doing burpees for turkeys than to go to a gym that is just all monetary driven, that is not, doesn't have my best interest in heart, is not associated with the community, is just expected to come in and take and not give. And I just think it's super smart. I love the whole concept. So make sure you let me know about that. And what you're doing, let me know so I can shout it out.
Yeah, I think we should do it like a live, and people can donate live, and, you know, and we can just do a bunch of burpees and even invite other fitness, you know, owners, trainers. It would be a lot of fun because it's just such a great cause, you know, and we love doing burpees, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, this is one of the things that people say to me is like, Michelle, you know, so-and-so does this product or that product. Yeah. And we're not in competition.
No.
You know, because someone might love Juice Plus and work with you, and someone might love Isagenix and work with me. Right. Someone might like a smaller gym and go to your space, or someone might love a bigger space and go to Mountainside. Like there's really, when you have a prosperity mindset, there's no lack in the world.
No, there's not.
We're not competing with each other.
No,
I think I can help so many people. So if you're helping so many people, then together we're helping people.
Yeah, I think we fight the same enemy, which is, like I say, obesity, which is people, you know, getting depressed. This is our enemy. Like, we are each other's ally, you know. So
well, 100%.
Yeah.
And you know, I really believe the more like-minded people that you meet, the more you support just general success overall.
Yes.
So if people want to find you, they can find you on Facebook or at Instagram at Bell Fitness AZ, right?
Bell Fitness AZ, bellfitnessaz.com. We have the same name on Instagram or Facebook. And also this month we are running, so we have a promo where you can try our program, right? Because I believe that all our members, they're here, they need to fall in love with the program. So we give you a way to try it out first before you decide if this is the right fit for you.
Yeah.
So we offer 7 days for $25. And this month we give 100% on the funds to Reba's Vision and Basket of Hope, which is a local charity that helps women get free mammogram in the West Valley.
And this is on Monday and Wednesday at 6:45 as well.
So there is two things. This one is the whole month. So if you guys just want to try our program this month, you not only do something for yourself, but you also do something for the community. Yeah. So it's a double win. And the other part is we are walking every Monday and Wednesday at 6:45. We are meeting here. And
PM, right? PM.
Yes. We meet at 6:45 p.m. We walk as a group. We believe that, you know, a lot of people are spending, me included, more time sitting on the computer during this time of COVID. Yeah. So we all need the extra miles, okay?
Yeah.
It can be your beginning. We have some people that join us that they're like, this is my day one. I didn't walk. I didn't do anything. And so the easiest thing that you can do and the best thing you can do is start with walking, right? One step at a time.
100%.
So, we do it as a group. So whatever is your pace, don't worry. We're not like, you know, running. Some people go faster, some people go slower. We all together as a group. And also we ask you to do a pledge, right? So we're saying, let's say that we do 30 miles this month, so 1 mile per day. You can donate $1 or ask people to help you make donation and help to donate to Reba's Vision. You can donate 50 cents. Maybe you can donate $5. Whatever you can. We know everybody are in different, place. So there is not a number necessary that you have to do. But we love to help this amazing local charity that help women, which I learned today that the West Valley has a higher number of breast cancer compared to the East Valley, and also have the number of the most uninsured people. So a lot of women here that they get breast cancer, they don't have insurance, therefore they can't afford the, makes really hard for them to afford the cure, everything. So she give wigs, she give baskets with care packages inside, like toothbrushes, socks, books. So you guys can donate in many ways. If you cannot financially, maybe you have some blankets at home that you can donate, like, unwrap and use items, but she take donations as well. I just think her cause is amazing. And again, it's, it's a local person that she's going through herself and she just want to help other people.
That's awesome. We hadn't talked about the whole pledge thing prior to interview, so I'll definitely make sure that I do something special on December 4th when I come to visit.
Oh, that's amazing.
The other thing we talked about was you and I both are of the same mindset. 2020 is coming to an end. We have October, November, and December. We have 3 months. And so I'm doing a series of challenges. Right now, I'm right in the middle of the Relentless Reset Challenge.
Yeah.
And this month has been all about creating habit.
I love it.
Okay, so I remember when I was a personal trainer in New York City, my morning hours were, there's only so many hours in the morning. So people would want my open spots. And I'd say, well, if you go to the gym and shower until this spot is done in a month, then I'll consider giving you that spot. And then, well, I don't do mornings. Well, if you train with me, you do. So to get someone into the gym and shower, the first step, you know what I mean? Because it's creating a habit is consistency. So month 1 has been all about creating a habit. That ends on October 11th, and October 12th, relentlessly relentlessly raising your standards starts.
Okay.
So basically, people can start, even if they miss the first challenge, they can start and just say, what standard are you going to relentlessly increase? So your folks it doesn't matter. There's no required nutrition program. There's no required exercise program. It's just an online support group where people are stating what their standards are. So if you want to invite your folks, it's free.
Yes, please.
I'm facilitating it, and they can share that they're working out with you, which is awesome.
I love it. I love it.
So it's relentlessly raising your standards. People can just search for that on Facebook. I'll put a link in the comments below on this. But you also feel, and I'll be doing back-to-back month challenges through the end of the year, because I'm on a mission. This is my mission, to get as many people as possible to have different New Year's resolutions this year, in spite of COVID.
Yes.
I want a couple people not to say I'm going to get in shape and lose weight this year. I want them to move on to something new and far more exciting than that.
Yeah, there's still 3 months left. That's what I tell people. Don't give up on your goal because the year is almost over. It's not almost over. It's 3 months. You can do so much in 3 months.
How about not gaining the traditional 12 pounds that most people gain between Thanksgiving and Christmas? Let's skip over that.
Right. And most people gain a bunch of weight during COVID. So don't do the same mistake again. Again, we talk about learning about your mistake. Yeah. So you know what you did wrong. Don't do it again during, every year, work out, eat healthier, work on your habits. Like Michelle was saying, that's so important. And
people say, well, Michelle, I couldn't, and it probably this happens with you too, Margherita, because you're also in shape. And I like to show them the picture of me after I got done getting my security licenses when I was a financial advisor. I sat on my butt, my ass actually got really huge. And I just swelled, you know what I mean? I was 45 pounds overweight at that point. But what was more importantly was that I was inflamed everywhere.
Yeah.
So I took my life back in 2013. I was just like, what is an athlete who was a personal trainer? I have no business being this way. So if it can happen to me, it can happen to everybody.
Yeah,
So,
it can happen to everybody. Absolutely.
100%. And I've had major injuries where I literally had to learn how to walk again. And I was double leg braces for 5 months a couple of years ago because I ruptured my Achilles tendon and tore my LCL in the same week. So people will say, "Oh, Michelle, I can't keep up with you." You know, it's not about keeping up with me. Number one, there were times when I could literally not put my shoes on by myself, okay, and I needed help to get my shoes on. You know, it's starting where you're at. So if it's putting one foot in front of another and you're doing it, you know, I took my housemate's little dog Wrigley out for a walk last week, and he was winded after a block. His little legs. He's a little hot dog. He's a meatloaf roast right now. So we're working on getting him a little less chunky, right? But you know, everybody needs to start where they're at. So for Wrigley, it's literally one walk around the block is like, okay, I'm good, Mom. You know, I'm good, Auntie Michelle. I need to go have water, right? So start where you're at.
Exactly.
Because if you don't start where you're at, you're just going to go backwards. And if where you're at is not acceptable to you, you don't want to go further back, right?
Right.
So start with walking. Start with, you know, let's cut out the Twizzlers late at night.
List changes, like
little
really
tiny changes after another. Yeah.
like
So two things, right?
Yeah.
So I'd love to have any of your folks that want to jump in on the challenge and
definitely share it.
You know, train with you. We'll just send them over your way because I'm not training people. So why do this show? I can't train everybody. I can't do it all. There's only 24 hours in a day. So Margherita, I'm super excited. I can't wait to meet you in person. I'm really excited to do a site visit. I'm super flippin' proud of you.
Thank you.
The work you and your husband are doing is just
so much. It was a lot.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. And thank you for having me today. I truly appreciate you. And I'm excited for the future and all the things that, you know, are going to happen and work together and, you know, working with a cause like we've been doing because, you know, I love, like, say, work with like-minded people. And I know we can make such a huge difference in our community.
100%.
Yeah.
And you have two Italian women together. Look out. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I'm half Italian, half Irish. So I'm not sure if it's better or worse, but, you know, My grandfather was from Sicily, and my grandmother's from Naples. My father's first generation Italian. So, you know, get the Italian thing going on. Don't change your name. You'll miss it.
No, I'll keep it. Oh, then I'll add.
Yeah, this is hyphen Bell. You know, we like, no offense, Mr. Bell, but, you know, she's got a cool last name. So, everybody, this has been episode 91 of Relentless Talk Radio. I've been here talking with Margherita Riello. She's the owner of Bell Fitness here in Arizona. And the two of us are going to be doing some fantastic stuff as far as philanthropy is concerned this year. And Riello, thank you so much for taking care of Rihanna Fox, who's a good friend of ours, who actually, you know how I met her? She was working for an organization that I was involved with during my Web PT, the Art of Fearlessly Giving Back show that I did a couple of years ago. And it was all about highlighting 6 charities. And she worked for one of them. So we actually met through Cause Marketing.
Oh, that's amazing. She's the best. We love Rihanna. She's awesome.
She looks fantastic too. She really looks amazing. So we're doing a double team on her, which is good.
Yeah, she does. It's amazing. And she, you know, one thing that I always tell her, you're so consistent, you're so relentless, you know, and that's what really makes the difference, you know, consistency, small steps.
That's the name, Relentless Talk Radio.
Yeah. That's why I say it. I'm like, she's relentless. Like, and I love it. You know, that's the determination. Give us those amazing results, really.
100%. You know, fail forward. Keep on moving forward, people. All right, guys, this is Relentless Talk Radio, episode number 91. We're out. Thanks a lot, Margherita. See you later.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye.